But what they miss out on is they don't explain how to adjust the table to make it level. When the machine comes from factory, they allow for a 7th deviation, meaning if this side is 6 inches in height from here to here, this can be 6.007, and that's fine from factory, or I guess industry standards. But for me, I wanted to get more precise than that, so I wanted to level the table. And the reason why that's important is, let's say you're bending a part that's 33 inches and you're doing a 90-degree bend. You get to your 90-degree bend on one side, and the other side maybe 91, 91.5, or the other way, 89.5. And to me, that deviation is enough to annoy me. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to adjust the level. So the first thing you're going to do is turn your machine on, and then you're going to home your machine. Alright, this is going to put your Y1 and your Y2 at the same positioning. So make sure that these are the same values and your delta is 0. And then when you have that, see how it fluctuates? Because the servo motor is trying to balance the ram. So that's 0, turn that off. So the next thing we're going to do is take out any tooling that you have on the bottom, and you're going to take out the punch clamp plates as well. You're going to take all those out. And then next, you're going to want to kind of wipe down any debris or any dust or any burrs that could be left up. Wipe that out. You want to wipe the table here, and you also want to wipe this upper portion here, just to make sure that there's nothing that's going to throw off your measurement when you calculate or measure the distance here. So next, we're going to grab one of these digital indicators with a magnetic base. This is going to check for, I guess the word would be levelness or flatness from this edge to this edge. And then we should be able to see if there's any deviation. So let's do that real quick. You want to get it in this configuration. Put it like this. Let's take a closer look actually. So you want to get it somewhere like this. I'll bring the camera up a little bit so you can see a little better. Okay. So you want to make sure that this is engaged. So you can adjust that so that it's engaged. So something like this. And then you tighten everything up. Try to keep everything, perpendicular if you can. So it's engaged. You see that it's pushing against this. And then when it comes to which surface or face to measure, I'm going to start with this bottom face here. You can also do this top face as well. I just kind of pick whatever face looks milled cleaner. So let's turn it on real quick. And then when you track this, try to stay on the center of the face. Don't catch the edge, because the edge may have a sharp edge or a micro burr that you can't see, and that's going to throw off your measurement. Something like that. Okay, I think we're good. Let's zero that out. Okay. Now we're going to run this piece all the way across, and you should be able to see the numbers move, the deviation, and we'll see how much this height of this ram is off by. Because essentially what you want to do is you want to take this guy, this table, and this ram, and make it as parallel as you can. So we're going to try to get within 1 thou or less. We'll see what happens. So the gauge is zeroed out. And like I said, I'm gonna try to track it as to the center of this face as I can. And you'll be able to see the deviation. And just, you know, you might have to do a few passes. But we'll see how much this table is off by. I'm gonna take it to this all the way as close to this edge as we can. So you can see from the gauge, we're off by 3 thou. So I believe if it's -3, that means this is wider here than the other side by 3 thou. And that's actually not bad. It's pretty good. When I first got this table and did it, it was like off by like 9 thou, which was concerning to me. So I adjusted it once. But here we're gonna get it even closer to maybe 1 thou or 0. We'll see. So now that we know, and I like to adjust the side that is more narrow. So this side is, I believe, is wider, and this side is more narrow. So I'm gonna adjust that side. And the reason why is because I actually want the most ram height that I can squeeze out of this machine, just because this is what you get. If I can get a few thou, I'll do that. So let me show you how to do that real quick. Let me grab the tools. All right, so you're gonna need something to break loose these 4 bolts. 2 wrenches, crescent wrenches if you want, and a torque wrench to retorque the bolts back. So since this side is more narrow than that side by 3 thou, I'm going to adjust this, and this table, I'm gonna lower the table 3 thou or get close to it as I can. And these things from factory, they're torqued down really tight. So breaking them loose is could be, you know, put some muscle into it. And you just need to go just loose enough to where, you know, you can move by hand. Probably should stabilize my base, but whatever. So that's good. And since it's only off by 3 thou, I don't think I need to break these loose. So I'm gonna keep them, but if it's off by more, I may wanna break these slightly loose to allow for more degree of freedom. But it should be good. So since this side is off by about 3 thou to 0.0035, we're gonna want to adjust this by lowering it 0.0035. And so when you run this across from end to end, it should be level. So I'm gonna bring my gauge back, put it back right. Hopefully it didn't move anything. Let me see. Oh, so I'm gonna adjust this so it's the same. So it moved a little bit on me. So right now, because I moved it out, it's reading 0.008. So I'm gonna try to track it back without messing with this time. And this side is reading 0.005, 0.0045. So that means we're off by about 3 thou. So I'm gonna go to this is the height adjustment nut here, and we're gonna lower this so that it's gonna be the same. So I'm gonna crack this one. This is gonna loosen it for me so I can adjust the bottom. Lefty loosey, guys. All right, that's loose enough. And now pay attention to the gauge. So to loosen it, I'm gonna go, or to lower it, I'm gonna go right, or I'm gonna go this way. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna get it close to 8 because it was -8 on that side. Just like that, okay? So now we're gonna run it across to the other side just to make sure, and make sure you follow the center of that face. It should be the same all the way across. So we're still -8, perfect. As long as that number stays the same from one end to the other, we are good. I think we're pretty close. I think we got it within 0.0005. So let's move back. Should be the same. Same. Got 0.008. Like that. I think we're golden. And here I'll show you to make sure we're gonna zero this out. And it should be pretty close to 0 the whole time. Make sure you follow the center of that face. See that? Center. So there's a low spot right there. Then it levels out. So man, that is pretty level all the way across. Okay, so now we're gonna bring this all the way back, and then we're gonna torque these down and tighten up this nut right here. And when you torque this down, it may change the height slightly, so just account for that. This is when you get your torque wrench and just torque the shit out of it. I don't know. I was gonna max it out because it was from factory. It was tight on there. So right now I'm like gonna max it to 150 foot-pounds and just to get that thing tight. Okay, that's good. Okay. Okay, that's good. And then you just want to tighten up that one nut down here, just like that. See, it moves a little bit. It moved 1 thou. So, just make sure. Yep, actually, it's good. All right, so that's leveling your table. So now that you got your table level, now's a good time to probably recalculate your ram to table opening. And I made a video about that, so make sure to check that out in one of the links or in the video section of my YouTube channel. All right, I hope that helps out when doing this step. For links to any of the tools I used in this video, make sure to check the video description out. You can find all those parts on Amazon. So I know a lot of people are asking me what I think about this machine. I will say I got about 5, maybe 6,000 bends total with this machine since using it or since getting it. And there was a few hiccups along the way, but I for the most part, I say it's a decent machine for what you pay. But if you want me to create like an in-depth video review about this and give you my 2 cents, no BS review on this machine, make sure to comment review in the comment section below, and I'll see if I can make a video about it. But so far, it's been working pretty good. There's been a few hiccups along the way, expected as an early adopter, but this is super essential to my business and a stepping stone for the next thing to come. That's it for me. Got to get back to work.